Add the 10 and the 3. 10 plus 3, what do I get? I get 13. So you think that's your final answer? Okay, remember these are, you can say columns. Remember, these are rows.
Yeah, okay.
So remember how you're kind of dividing them? So what is that really? Not 13, but and remember, I keep going. Yeah. Oh, you do. You do too. Come on, try. Okay, we need help. Who knows? Haley?
Can I see the answer?
Yes, you sure can.
18.
What do you think it is?
18.
18. Why do you think it's 18? What did you do?
Yeah. There's 6 rows.
No, there's 10.
Oh, 10. It's 26 in it.
Okay, 26. You're getting closer, but not quite there. Kind of quietly, Taylor. 30. Okay, how do you agree? Thank you. Tell the class what you do. Say it loud and proud.
You just times those two.
Hey, Lauren, so you take the column and you times it by the row.
You don't plus.
And this will tell you how many units you have in it. Think about the chairs yesterday. That was kind of an array, and you're doing columns times row. You're doing the same thing, but this time they're all together as one, and you're very condensed. So that's a surface area of something. And it's different than the perimeter. Perimeter would be like if you go all the way around the outside, and say this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. That's called perimeter. That'd be 20,
That's what we got.
26. Did you do that? So it's just opposite. So seesaw, great videos. When you forget what that is, looks like a lot of you did. A lot of you did. Just overnight you forgot what it was. Some of you did. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Some of you made a video and you might have made mistakes. So when I told you in the comment section what to do, like I think you were doing, I'm not sure you kind of doing perimeter. What you did is looked at your napkin and you added these two numbers together.
No, I did 5 times 2 equals 10.
We'll look at it again, but I'll show you. I'll show the video today live and see what everybody says. And see if they agree with you. But that's what area is. Think about area. I said it was an I can statement of how to represent multiplication. So if it's represented multiplication, don't you think you should do multiplication?
Yes.
Yes. So strategy. This is a new strategy we're going to learn today. Equal jumps on a number line if we get time. But area was one of them. So when you're doing your math test today, think about that. Like, oh, if they ask me to do an area problem, all I know is I'm doing length times width equals area. That's an algebra equation. Okay?
This equation.
I'm going to give you another problem today in number talk. That was a little tricky, so we're just going to start over with a new one. This is going to be a little easier, and then we'll go a little bit harder. Here we go. Okay. Here is my shape. It's a rectangle or a box. I'm going to say one side is 6, one side is 4. What is the area of this object? What is the area of this object? Remember what it looks like when we're doing number talk? I like how I see counting strategies going on in here. That's good. I love that you're using your hands because I still would be using my hands if I didn't have these memorized. And if you're still thinking, that's okay. Let's go with Katie. What do you think? What's the answer going to be?
24.
Okay. Anybody have a different answer than 24? Okay, so we're going to go 24. All right, how did you get 24? What's the way you could explain that?
I did 6 times 4 equals 24.
Awesome. 6 times 4 equals 24. Lots of people agree with that. Anybody have another way they could solve it? Ryder?
4 times 6.
What did I say, what type of commutative property? Where we switch the order
Fact
around,
family.
but we still get to the right spot. What?
Fact family.
It's gonna be the fact family, you're right. Anything else you could do to solve that?
6 plus 6 equals 12, and then I did 12 times 2.
6 plus 6, and you got 12, and then you did 12 times 2. Wow. Sorry, I'm just gonna put A for Austin, Kaylee, and,
Ryder.
sorry, just a little sloppy K. What else? Who else has another one? I bet you there's probably another way that I wasn't thinking about.
I kind of did times, but I did columns and rows.
Ooh, columns and rows. So tell me that. So you just thought of 4 columns? So you're using the word. I like how you thought about the 4 maybe columns or 4 rows. Which one?
4 rows.
4 rows. Okay. Times by
6 columns
6 columns.
equals 24.
It equals 24. Did you have to use count bys to do that? Or your fingers? Or
I did my fingers.
okay, you used your fingers, so you're kind of doing count bys, or
Kind of.
and then you went, or would you call that skip counting more? Skip counting.
Skip counting.
Yeah, I would call that more skip counting. So that was a skip counting strategy. Strategy. Okay, any others? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Now I'm gonna give you, since everyone, okay, I'm gonna stop there, that's 2 minutes. But, I'm gonna try one now, it's a little bit harder, and see if anybody can handle the challenge today, 3rd one.
Okay. This radio.
Here we go, because some of you might get this on your, okay. Ooh, the area of my rectangle is 40, is the area. And we're gonna call it 40 square.
Units.
You fellas call it square feet, so you can, I mean, it's gonna be kind of big. Now, I know my rectangle is 40 square units, maybe it's carpeting, and I know one of my sides is 5. What is the other side? Just show me when you get the answer. So I have kind of a missing side. We'll call that X. That's a missing side. I like to see Bobby's brain thinking about it. That's good. What's the missing number? Brooke, what do you think the missing number is?
I think it's 8, and I got that because
Let's see, I'm gonna see. Okay, we're gonna say, we'll tell me what you get in a second. Was there anybody that had a different answer than hers? Okay, everyone said they got the same answer. So, how did you get a different answer? Okay, 35. Let's see how you get that. So, one person thinks X should be 8, and the other person thinks 35. All right, Brooke, let's see. Can you explain how you got 8?
I did 40 divided by 5, and 4.
Oh, I like that. Just go with 1. So you did 40 divided by 5, and you knew that was 8. Or what did you do before you knew it was 8, like if you were learning? What could you do?
I would count by 5s till I get to 40.
Okay, can you show what that looks like to the class?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 40.
Yeah, and how many fingers do you have?
8.
8. So I did that on purpose. I picked an easier number that you could use count bys to see if you could figure that out. If I would have put a 9 here, it might have been a little harder. I mean, it would never get to 40. But if I would put 8 here, I was wondering how much quicker you'd find that if I would have put 8 there.
That's even easier.
So what kind of problem she's doing? Division. Division is the inverse of multiplication. So just like adding and subtracting are inverses of each other, division can undo the multiplication.
You have to find the other partner.
Yep, you're finding the other partner. So when you think about a math mountain, you have the 5 and the 8. Here's your partner up here, our partners. Now, here's your total. Here's a partner. You divide to get your other partner. Good job. Okay, anything else? Anybody else had? Ellie?
I I knew 5 times 5 was 25.
Ooh, you broke apart the number.
And
Which
then
we're gonna learn about.
And then I just 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yes, I always think that's a golden rule. If you know fives, you could start with the fives, and now she needs 3 more, right? So you've got about 5 times 3, like that, is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
And then you added those 2 together?
Mhm.
Yes, and that gives you the same number, 40. Hey, really, good job with that. So division, you guys are doing good. What if I gave you a problem like this? I wonder if you could do that. Do one more of those. Super challenge? Ooh, let's try 16 times 5. I wonder if you could do this with mental math, like I said, without having like a setup of how to do this. How would you do that? Think about that. And what could you do? Okay,
80.
okay, he says 80. Everybody agree? Look at the hands. Wow, I thought this was going to be a hard one. What did you do, Austin?
So I did 16 plus 16, it was 32.
Okay, hold on. I got to go really
So
fast.
that's 2.
Okay.
And that's 2. And then I did 32 plus 32. That equals 64. So then that's 4 always. And
So
then I
yeah,
did
116,
64
216.
plus 16 equals 80. So that's
Okay, sorry. This is a 2.
problem.
So that was
No,
2.
it's not.
Okay, that's 4. And then you did 32 plus 16?
Yeah.
And then you got what?
Equals 80.
Wow, I like the way you did it. So here's 2 16s, here's 2 16s, here's 2 more 16s? No, I'm sorry. Then you took this 32, is that what you did? No, I'm sorry. I see, I got a mistake here.
Yeah, that's 64.
There you go. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus 2 more? I mean 1 more. So 2, 4, 1. Okay, Chloe, you got one?
I counted by 5.
Okay, all the way to 16. Way to go, and you got the same thing? So, Chloe did count by 5s to get to 80. Ryder.
What I did was I took away the 6 from 16, and then I had 50 from the 10s.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you took away the 6 from 16. So now how much do you have left here?
And I have 10, but then
Okay.
10 times 5 is 50.
Okay, now I better write this down. First of all, he said 16 minus 6 is equal to 10. Then he takes that 10 and he times it by 5. Is that what I'm hearing you say? And what'd you get?
50.
50. Okay, then what?
I left the 50 there, and I started adding the 6, 12, and 12, and that's 4.
Okay, why are you adding the 6? I just want to know. I think I know the answer. I just want to clarify.
Because I'm adding the 6
And how many 6s are you going to add together?
4.
Okay.
And then once I get to 24, I knew there's 6, and 4 makes 10. And I got 30. And then 30 add 50 is 80.
Okay, then you did 30 plus 50 equals 80. Wow. You see how he broke apart the 10s? He imagined this as a 10 times 5. You actually did the distributive property, which we haven't even talked about yet, but you're doing it. Just like she was kind of doing it with her problem where she broke apart the rectangle.
I always do that.
So that is a way to think about it. It's like breaking these 10s times 5, and then I even thought of it as different. What did you think?
I knew that 10 times 5 was 40, and that 16 was twice as big as 8.
My
So
gosh.
that answer will be twice as big.
Oh my goodness, is this good? So he thought of, he broke it apart and went 8 times 5. He knew that was 40, and then he did, so he knew he'd do that twice. You know what you did? Can I show you? You did this. You used a multiplication
So then you just added 8 more.
with parentheses in order, and look what you did. You put the 2, and you said times 8 by 5. Whenever a number is right next to a parenthesis, and there's no plus, subtract, or anything like that, that's a times problem. So now he knows that 8 times 5 is 40, and then 40 times 2 That is another property we learned about. It's called the